Welcome back, my fellow Chibits, to another chapter review of Taizai, one of the first chapters of 2016. So, the Sandcrawler. That's the first thing I have to talk about when it comes to this, because this Sandcrawler, that gory moment in this chapter when it ate those soldiers, and you just see, holy fuck, dude. Like, half of the chapter was kind of, heartfelt. Like, it was just a very happy type feeling. Even though there was some danger, it was just a very happy feeling. The second half of the chapter, when you saw the giant Sandcrawler pop up, holy crap. Holy crap. That gore to violence, that's scary. Now, I want to take note of something that Hauser said and Gilfunder, both of them said. They were talking about the Sandcrawler. And they said something about a creature that has been mentioned before, which makes me very, very curious. So if you don't remember what this is, you have no idea what the Tyrant Dragon is, well, this was mentioned a very long time ago at the beginning of Taizai, like the first 10 chapters. So yeah, it's around in there. Like the first 10, maybe 15 chapters of Taizai, there was Tyrant Dragons mentioned. And supposedly they couldn't break through that barrier that was set up by, the Holy Knights. But that doesn't seem like it's that strong. But the main point is Tyrant Dragons have constantly been referenced to as a scaling for certain, monsters or creatures in the world. Like, for instance, this Sandcrawler supposedly had Tyrant Dragons inside of its stomach, which it's very peculiar, because why would the mangaka, Nakaba-sensei, continuously bring up a creature like a Tyrant Dragon when you think it wouldn't really be that strong? Because of, what we saw in the past. So, I'm very curious exactly why the mangaka has brought up Tyrant Dragon again. It makes me wonder exactly how strong these things are in, I guess adult versions. Like, how strong are they compared to some other things for them to always be used as some form of skill. So, hopefully Nakaba-sensei eventually kind of unveils that to us in the near future. But for now, though, let's focus on Hawk. So, Hawk, he eats a Sandcrawler. Okay. And he gains his power. This ain't the first time we've seen Hawk transform. I mean, we've seen him get a little bit of wings in the past, many chapters ago, but apparently Hawk has an ability. And he's always had this mystery behind his character, because, we know that supposedly he could revive himself. From what we saw when he died by, Hendrickson, he supposedly died. So, we've always had this weird feeling about Hawk, because we don't know exactly what he is. He's always had these weird abilities, like he could resurrect himself. We always thought he was the bird that Meliodas had in the past that died, and he's like a phoenix in some way. So, after seeing this, it makes me wonder how Hawk's abilities really work. Supposedly, from what we found out, his abilities disappear. But I just don't believe so. I feel like there's more to Hawk than we actually know, which, that's been the case for a while. But, for Hawk to have the ability to kind of eat something and then gain its abilities, for instance, like he gained the physical attributes of the Sandcrawler, it makes you wonder, could he call upon those abilities in some way and use them again? Or is it something where he only has it temporarily for maybe, like, let's just give an estimate, let's say 10 minutes. Like, he could only use it for 10 minutes and it's gone. I'm very curious about that, because if so, that would mean that it also might explain why Hawk could possibly be the reincarnation of Meliodas' bird. Let me explain. What if, just hear me out here, okay? This is very dark and fucked up. It's very fucked up, but just hear me out. What if Hawk ate the body of the bird that was Meliodas' when he was dead? Pigs do eat dead things. In real life, pigs eat, like, almost anything. You throw something out there, they'll eat anything. I'm not joking. You can look it up. And it makes you wonder if Hawk, at the time, before maybe he gained intelligence, like, what if he was a regular pig, before he was able to speak, what if he ate something, maybe even, it's dark as fuck, but, what if he ate a creature to gain intelligence, like a human or some demon, whatever, what if he ate a creature, or the bird, and then he learned human speech in some way? I wonder if he carries over those attributes of, different animals, and he carries them with him forever. Because if so, that might explain why Hawk is like he is. Maybe at one point or time, he ate something that had intelligence, and that's why he can speak. Because his mom can't speak. We know for a fact his mom, couldn't really speak. So we know for a fact there's something fishy there. So what if Hawk ate something with intelligence, he gained intelligence, and then also Hawk has, ate a phoenix in some point in his life to where he could kind of resurrect and, revive himself. What if he's done something like that as well? I mean, who knows? So, yeah, a lot of mysteries about Hawk I have right now. That's just a theory, though, about that. I just want to hear all of your guys' thoughts. What do you feel about Hawk? Do you think that might be something along the lines of that with his ability? Or do you feel like there's something else? Or am I overthinking it? Let me know in the comments below on that. Now, speaking of the other events of the chapter, we have it to where the majority of the habitat, or the ecosystem, that was swallowed up by this maze has disrupted the balance of, like, natural creatures that roam the land. Creatures that are normally passive are acting very aggressive just because they've been disrupted from their normal, I guess, land. Like, I mean, if you were to tear up an entire rainforest, of course, the creatures inside the rainforest are either A, they're gonna die, or they're gonna move over to another land, and they might make their way into, a human civilization, which can cause a lot of issues. So I could see it to where these creatures are attacking. It's kind of realistic in a way because they have had their, natural habitat disrupted. Hawk doing some funny comedy with, like, take the kids to the pool, like that poop joke, like, what the fuck? And then also you got the stuff with Hauser, Gilthunder, and stuff, and then also just, pretty much the Meliodases were actually those creatures from the forest, the White Mist Forest or whatever from the beginning of Taizai. Pretty much everything was to be expected. Very slow, but very fun. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.